Hello everybody, my name is Makara, who is a consultant at Sunfit Cambodia. Today I would like to introduce you one of our Cuscen ERP product that is being sold in many industries. That is Cuscen ERP for Real Estate Edition. Actually, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Is a real estate management system that allows your industry to implement and manage your core business. Moreover, it can help your industry to make more significant cost saving, enhance collaboration, increase efficiency, and especially improve your business insight. So absolutely, today I'm going to show you into two sides. First of all, I'm going through into slide overview of Real Estate Edition, and then I'm gonna move into system demo. Welcome to Cuscen campus. Alright, so let's go through into the slide overview of Cuscen ERP for Real Estate Edition with me. So this is our file agenda in the slide for real estate, and let's go in deep with the overview of real estate process. Absolutely, we have two parts for the real estate process. We divide into the master data that include customer data information, and especially we also have master plan, and last but not least, we also control the payment plan for installation or loan management. So for the second part of real estate, we have include applications such as deposit module, also have the contract between industry and customer for sign off, and actually you can print out for the payment schedule and do the operation every month or every day, billing, generate and receive the amount of payment every day and also every month. And also you can do some additional process in the application that you can change the contract, as well as you need know or customer information, as well as you hand over the half note for the end of the progress in the real estate. So this is actually the real estate process. We start from information of the dimension that you can analyze it from contraction. Actually, if you don't do contraction structure, you also can analyze by your internal industry. And the information on master data that you need is customer information and master plan, which we call property unit. And then you can do the deposit amount that client is start from deposit, and then generate the payment schedule, print form for contract sign off, and do the operation every month for receipt and billing. In this point, you will see the highlight for yellow that it will posting to finance, that it is the real integration between sale real estate process with finance module. Alright, so for master data setup, for the customer information, you can keep your customer information for the first party or third party, and also mapping GL account with it posting to finance. And for additional attachment, you can attach with some document related with it. And actually in here, it will link with integration if you choose for CRM module in Cuscen too. For master plan, you can analyze this, and if the plan link with contraction module, it is the contraction information. And for the costing and allocation, and also the integration and attach some attachment file. Actually, for contract payment, you can control and divide for some installment and loan management, and also divide the contract item and set the calculation into the system for generate the payment schedule. In this part, you will see that in the progress of real estate standard, we also have standard process and some additional process in the operation, also the process of real estate. So in here you start from key the customer and also master plan of the property unit until the customer deposit and also print the contract, also payment schedule, and generate every month or every year posting bill and receive the payment schedule. All of this is the standard process of real estate. For more additional process of real estate, we include some function that you can use for your industry, such as hold unit, change half after you deposit, and actually you can control your information of transfer, customer, and also property unit. And in here you will see the change payment schedule. Actually, when your client decide to change the amount of payment in each month, you also can control in here. And for the last of our additional progress, you can actually recurring billing every month by using the module recurring bill. And last but not least, in case your industry want to buy back the property into the company, you can use function buyback. For more, we also have reporting after you have key your operating your process into the system. You also can see the standard report in here, and also have inquiry including pivot and row table. Actually, we also can show some information as highlight or summary dashboard for you too. So here is our sample or standard report, and this is the inquiry one for row and pivot table, and the last but not least is our dashboard summary reporting. So this is our slide overview of real estate edition of Cuscen ERP, and for the next I'm gonna go through into the site demo and show you the operation and also key in the information. Alright, so here is the function, also the real estate module in Cuscen ERP. When you already sign in, you will see many modules in here, and today I'm gonna show you and focus on sale real estate module or sale contract in here. So this is our sample dashboard that it is can customize based on your industry that you want to see the summary information in front of the interface of system. So in sale contract, we also divide into two as I have mentioned in the slide overview. The first one is master data, that we include the master plan of the real estate that is called property unit, and also customer in here is the customer information which is need to key in when you have the new customer for your industry. And actually in here you also have to set up some information about how to payment back to the industry by installation or loan management. So now I'm gonna start with unit analysis. So what is unit analysis? Actually in here you can analyze, also divide the dimension based on your industry, as well as if it linked with contraction module, you also connect it in here with contraction module. So in here we have unit type that we divide the half type as well as you have, and also in here I have divided as the dimension, and I'm also key the dimension code in analysis code. Alright, so now I'm gonna move into the next function, that is setup. So setup here is actually mean that you can divide the header or contract type, and then you can key the contract type for create new the installation for loan or as well as simple payment schedule. So in here I have create the sample for you, and I will show you how to key. So in here you will see the contract type. For the header of contract you can key the code, and then you can add more detail in description in here. So for the numbering in here, it means the coding after you sell, and it will switch by the system. So also you can set the approval workflow in here, that before the contract have print out with the client to sign up, you need some manager or some supervisor to control or approve in the workflow. So this is the special point that you have to decide, that the payment schedule is include interest with the loan payment or just simple installation for payment back. And here for deposit method, that this contract type require to the first deposit or not. After you have contract type, or we can call contract header, you need to divide it as a small in percentage into the contract item. For example, I divide this header of contract type into two lines. The first line I just add it 30% and divide it as normal without loan or interest. So I'm gonna int it, and as well as you will see the line that it is the first line, and I'm gonna divide it in 30% of the 100% in here, and I'm gonna control it into 2-month installation. And for the second line is I divide it in 17%, and it is only one line payment. Actually I can set it when I do the contract, as well as I discuss with client how many months that they want to loan with our industry. So next and back here mean when the client already pay in the first line and they want to skip, it means like they don't want to pay, they skip to find amount to pay back. So if you key here for number 2, it means like they will skip 2 months that they don't pay for the industry, and then for the next 2 months they will pay as normal. Actually when you already divide it in contract item, you can click the right and sum the amount that it is already enough for 100% or not. Alright, so this is the information of how to set up installation and also set up the loan management in here. And for the tab owner is the information of the management in the industry that you can key one owner information in here. So let's move into the master plan. So master plans mean the property unit that link with a construction, as well as if you have already built the half node. So in here it based on your analysis. So if you analyze the half node and you sum that the half node need to link with project plus unit node, so it based on your organization. And in here if you want to create the master plan, we have 2 ways. The first one, you can add one by menu by click on button add, and the second one you can add more house node by import into the system. So I'm gonna show you how to add one by click on add. After you click on button add, you will see the interface of master plan create. In here you can key the unit code by add some analysis dimension with the unit node. In case you don't add it, it will duplicate with another project or with another fast that you already create. So in here I'm gonna add it with the project code as well as P1 with the unit node. I will key A09 in here, so I'm gonna sum with A09. So for the status, actually we have two. The first one, plans, mean like the unit node is going to sell, but they not yet sell it in the market. For the status open, it means like the property is available for the industry to sell it in the market. So in here you will see the unit size of the property, land size, and also I can key as well as. And for this description here, it is required for key in that you can key for more detail as well as with the unit code. So I'm gonna key it for P1 plus A09 and add more information about the first block in here and the size also. So I'm gonna copy the size in here to key in the description, and then I'm gonna choose the analysis dimension which from the analysis code. So for the control information in here is the requirement tab that you have to select it. So zone is an A and also fast. And for the block, I'm gonna select block 1 and also the row 2. And for the unit type, here is more special for you that it is related with the finance module. Actually, when you select when you posting to finance based on your industry to decide for the posting account and mapping with chart of account. So in here is the more additional tab that if your industry have more information that you want to analyze, you can key in the tab here. So yep, it is the information that based on the industry. And for the unit price in here, you can also key the price that selling price for the half node. So I'm gonna key it in 12,100. And and also the contraction here is linked with the unit type and also integration with finance for mapping chart of account. So I'm gonna choose for King Villa. And for more information, if you without use contraction module, it is the additional function that you don't need to select for the BOQ mapping or the start bill of that. So I'm gonna move into the next tab. It is the additional function that you also need to key. For in here you will see an earned account. It means the earned revenue from the master plan which start to sell for the customer that not yet hand over. It will pass to an earned revenue, that is the liability for the industry. So I'm gonna map with unearned revenue in here. And for the cost type, it means like the real cost or the cost of goods sold that the industry expand for via the unit node. So actually here you will see two types. The actual cost mean the real cost that integrate with construction that they bill for the percentage, and they will increase in the actual code in here. Actually, if you don't use construction module, you can choose type standard code in here. So that cost means the estimate price of the cost of goods sold for the expense. So I estimate that this half node expense 50,000. Alright. So when you already key the information, also attach some information of the half node, you can click on button sell. After you sell, it will show you that you already sell complete and create the new half node in here. So this is how to create one by one, or we call manual. Absolutely, another way you can click on import and download the template as well as the Excel file and key the information that system require, and after that you can click on browse to see the Excel file and click on it, and then it will go into the system. So I'm gonna show you how it's work. Alright, and actually you have to rename the file name. Is it the same? It will show you the error message the same here, and when you browse it, you can click on generate. It will import into the system. Alright, this is the end of master plan. So I'm gonna move to the next one, is whole unit in here. Absolutely, whole unit mean when the client or customer contact your salesperson or salesman, like they want to block the unit no or the half no for the short term without deposit any amount of money. So in here I have also some information that I already blocked the half no in here. So when you block or you hold the property in here and you back to master plan, it will update status like the half no is already hold, so you cannot take it to sell to another customer. Alright, so I'm gonna hold one unit by selected the salesperson and select the brand that they stay in and also the project that they want to know. And actually you will see that when you select on project 1, actually the half no of project 1 will drop down, and when you select the project 2, the half no of project 2 will drop down. So I'm gonna block the one is be 23. So I'm gonna note some information for I'm gonna hold it for client. Feature. So this is the block from and block to. Actually they request the salesman to block this house for 1 day or 2 days, so they can select or attach some attachment in here and then they can click on sell. So in here doesn't mean that they can block anytime or any half no. We also set the level approval for request to block and approved by the management or supervisor in the sales roles. So I'm gonna request the document to block and the status is just pending. So actually when you confirm that you okay with the whole unit, you can click on approve. So when you back to search the half no into the master plan, you will see that this half no is not available for sale and the status is also changed to whole. Yeah, so this is the function whole unit, and then I'm gonna show you how to key customer in here. So actually we can store the customer information as well as their identify, their age, and also the address in here. So when you have new customer, you can add on button add by menu. I think you cannot import it as well as you start opening balance, but if you have one by one, you can click on add in here. So after you click on add, you will see the interface of creating customer for customer name 1 and also customer name 2. You can divide it as well as your local language or as English language in here. So I'm gonna key as the name of customer, choose which here, and also the customer name 2, I'm gonna blank 1 and choose the customer type, also class and also group. And this is the classification of Cuscen, which is mapping with finance as well as for customer class, and also customer type will generate the code from system. So for currency, choose USD, and for the control data, it's just the additional information, but it is required to select. You can select on Cuscen and allow them to have AR with you 30 days and select the task code for know what in here. And actually for the main contract, it means like you can key the name of your customer, and you can select the gender of them, identify passport or ID card, and key it in here. And for the date of birth is based on your information, and nationality, I key Cambodian. And this is the address of the client. You can select province, district, commune, village based on their information too. Alright, pay, and I'm gonna correct my so when you already key the information in here, and if you have the information of second partner, of customer or third partner, you also can key in here. So actually you will see the GL account. When you already add, it will mapping already for you based on the mapping of finance department. So in here I'm gonna sell the customer. Actually when I click on sell, it will show the message sell completed for the create new customer in here. So now I already have master plan as well as also customer, and then I'm gonna move into the next function that called deposit. So deposit in here, it means like when your customer come to deposit some amount to block or to hold the unit for them. So in here, when you have your new client or when you have the amount of deposit, you can click on add in here. It means like you add new deposit. So you can select the brand, also the customer which I have to create the new one, and also the method for payment for receive the amount of booking. So in the booking amount of deposit, based on your industry limit, it like you have control that for the first deposit it need to have maximum over 100 or 1000. So after we key the amount, you can select the cash bank, and then you can select on share person who is receive the cash. And for the appointment, that means after they deposit the first and they confirm the next day to sign off with our industry, so you can select that the next day they come. And for the project is store the property unit, and after you key already the header information, you can see the application of the half node or the property code, so you can select it in here. So I'm gonna key the half node A09 with the price, selling price is 12,100 in here. So actually if the your industry have special promotion or special discount for the half node, you can tap on discount and add the unit code in here. So actually for the deposit doesn't mean like you can only key one unit, but you can key multi-unit in here. So you can click on discount type and key the amount in here. In here we have two. If you want to discount by percentage, you can click on percentage and key amount of percentage. The system will calculate for you for the application amount discount. Actually when you want to discount as amount in $1,000, and it will generate in application as discount amount in here. So this is the total contract amount that you will take it to generate the payment schedule. So actually when I already key, I can click on sell. So in this point doesn't mean it already posting to finance. Start from deposit, billing and receipt, and also buyback and handover. It is the point that integration with finance. And actually when you sell, it not yet posting. Here you click on action and you release it, it will posting to finance. So status open here mean like you can edit and add some more information about the description or change the appointment date. So I'm gonna deposit for 30% of the half no. Alright, so I can click on add button sell again. So actually when I confirm that the deposit document is okay, I can click on action and release the document. Release the document here, it will confirm that you will posting to integrate it with finance module, and the finance department will see and also increase the amount of chart of account into the financial balance sheet. So you will see the unearned customer deposit is increased, and also your cash is also increased with the bank too. After sell and already posting to finance, in here you can customize your form print as well as based on your industry with the sign off, and we also have technical to design based on your industry too. So after we have deposit, it will link with contract. All deposit that have status deposit, it will go through into the waiting list or contract. So you will see that I have 9 documents related with deposit, and you will see 4 deposit status and 4 completed, and in here also have status consult. So I'm gonna move into the next function. It is contract. Contract here means the function that you can generate the schedule, also the installation, and print it for the client. And actually it is the point that the statement you have to print out and sign off with your client too. So it will store all the information of the property note until they start deposit, as well as they hand over in the contract. So when you have new contract, you can go through into waiting list and create the deposit amount that client have already deposit with the industry. So I'm gonna click on create, and the interface you will see like that. The first one is you have to click on or decide and also discuss with your client that how to pay with the industry. They want to loan with us or they want to pay off. So this is the contract type which I already set up in setup function, that as I mentioned you want to decide sample installation or you want to have loan with a client. So if I click on full pay, it means like it only have one line of payment, and in here you will see the total price or the unit note, you will see the discount amount and also the application of contract amount too. And if you don't have to select loan management, in here for long term and interest rate not allow you to key in. But if I click on loan, you will see this function. You can key the long term, and also the interest rate in here. So I'm gonna show you that this loan term for 100%, I'm gonna allow the client for 36 months to pay back with the industry. So in here contract start means when you click on the date for the first payment, it will the same date for every line. So for the contraction periods mean how long that the have no bill and already be already So I estimated 10 months for contraction period and I click on run. Actually, when you click on run, system will also generate the payment schedule. You can click on tab payment schedule in here and see the amount of payment. When you use it, you no need to calculate as well as in Excel or use any calculation in out internal of your calculation, and you just set the payment schedule and the system will generate you for the principal and also the interest and also the amount of payment every month. So in here you can click to sum the principal of the contract and also the interest every month, and in here you can see the billing date for payment with the industrial, and you will see the billing time. The letter L means loan, and it also includes the interest too. So actually for the header, it will store some information of the contract with the salesperson for the contract start date and also the application property price and also the contract amount too. So when I confirm on this, I click on sell and the system will generate the new contract for you. For new contract here, when we sell, it doesn't mean we can do the operation for generate bill or receipt, as well as until you click on approve, you will go through to generate bill and receipt. So actually in here, after you generate the bill and also you can approve the status, in here you can also print the payment schedule and also print the contract to sign off to, and both is based on your industrial, and we also can customize the form print too. So let's move into the next function. We have billing and receipt in here. Billings mean you generate every month AR amount and also earn your unearned revenue in here. For receipt, it means like you receive the amount of billing and clear it in every month. So let's start with billing in here. So if the contract already approved and it is the due date of payment, and you can select on the due date in here and click on go, and you can go back to waiting list again. We'll see the billing or the AR that you have to generate in February. So as well as you want to create one by one, you can using function billing in here. So I'm gonna create the customer name. So in here you will see that if the client not yet pay in the first line, you cannot skip the payment schedule. But if they already pay and already generate the bill, I can create it again. So in here you just see the billing date they need to pay you in February 26, and if you confirm that it's okay, you can click on sell. So after you sell, it doesn't posting to finance yet until you click on action and delete the document. So after you release, you can go through to tab ledger and see the posting that it will increase your unearned revenue as well as your revenue of interest that you receive in February, and it also posting to AR principal. So let's go through to how to clear the billing for February. So let's click on the contract in here and see the information that the contract is already generated to billing for January and February, and now I'm going to clear the bill in January. So let's move into the receipt with me. So in here you can click on waiting list and find out the bill to clear it in January. So I'm gonna create and you will see the entire amount in here. So in here you can also pay partial in case your client come to pay 2 or twice a month, and also you can full payment in full. And actually you can select on Care Bank for the receive account, and in here for the special care, some information that you have penalty amount for the client that they have to payment in late. You can key the penalty amount here, and also select the posting to finance, and also for some overdue day, over amount that you have charged with them, and also some special discount when the payment before the due date. And in here, in case you have to pay partial, you also have to select the unbalanced reason. And actually in here you can see the due date for overdue or they were late with payment schedule. So in here I'm gonna note for the payment in Jan, and then I click on sell. Alright, after I sell, I receive another document, and I also can release it to clear the AR amount in the finance. So when I'm go back to the contract and refresh it, you will see that the contract is already received. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bill, and now I'm click on the contract to show you that it already clear the amount in Jan. Alright, so when I release, you can check on the by posting to finance that the AR is posting and unearned revenue. So here it is the posting of receipt. I'm gonna go to receipt and show you the ledger of posting. Yeah, so the AR is increased based on you have already divide it with the amount of saving of receiving. So yeah, this is the process of how to receive the amount for the contract in every month, that you have to generate bill and receive the amount. In case you have more than one bill, or you have many projects and you want to generate it, you just click on using the function recurring. Recurring here means you can create multi or many billing in a time. So I'm gonna click on February 28 for the project 1 and click on run, and I want to generate in for this bill into 3 bill in one time, and I click on pause. So actually you no need to create it one by one, you just using function recurring, it will posting your bill multi bill in one time. So this is the function recurring in here. And for buyback mean the industry want to buy the contract or the property unit back to the company. So all the contract, if they not yet pay off, it will have in waiting list of buyback. So when you discuss or you decide and with client ready and they confirm to sell in amount, you can create in here. Last but not least, we also have handover in here. Handover means the function that you can revise your unearned revenue with posting to finance and earn it. And also it is the place that you can posting to your financial report in profit and loss, and you will see how much that the unit posting to cost of goods sold, and also your inventory, and posting reverse your unearned. So here is the example of the contract in here. I already hand over it. It means like I already posting reverse unearned with revenue. So this is the cost of goods sold that I spent to bear the unit half, and this is the byte posting for reverse revenue in and earned revenue into revenue in here. Alright, so for the real estate operation, both standard process and some additional process, this is the process on and also operating that I'm gonna show you. And for the final step, after you have key in your information in here, all the information we go through into the report. As I have mentioned in slide overview, we have divided report as well as into two parts. The first one is standard and the second one is inquiry report. As well as you want to customize your report based on your industry, we also can design it as your requirement too. So this is the end of the video and thank you for your time.